Welcome to 534 Ladrone. In my last email, I mentioned what a lovely neighborhood and environment. Newer homes all around. That one to the back, that one next door. A new start coming out of the ground there. Again, newer homes there. So really lovely neighborhood, and they're doing a marvelous job as they continue to develop the neighborhood to keep some of this original, mature landscaping and foliage. This beautiful oak tree that just eclipses the top of the driveway. It lends just to privacy, but just also speaks to what a lovely, lovely environment and how old and classic of an area we have here in Davis Island. So you start with a pavered driveway as you come up. The home was built in 2020, all the appliances, roof, all those things are all new, and are all from 2020, so it should be in good shape. Some have some new warranties. Notice the landscaping is just clean and neat and tidy, not over the top, but still lovely and lends to, like I said, the mature landscaping and just the clean style and clean lines of the house. So let's take a look. So again, pavered driveway. These are big 8-foot custom doors entering the house. They're wood doors, so heavy and quiet. And notice you hear no noise now that we're back inside. So you're greeted into the foyer. The foyer has a 22 probably foot ceiling. It's lovely, and that overlook is upstairs with the master bedroom just behind. The wainscoting that you see throughout this area was a recent improvement and upgrade, and it flows really nicely throughout the home. So upon entry, the living room is set to the right-hand side. Family room is going to be straight ahead with the kitchen as you peel around to the right there as well. And then the den with the custom built-ins and parlor ladder, like an old library that just slides and rotates up and down, is really fun and unique. And so this library space is probably 10 feet wide by 15 feet across. So this is a good sized desk. That desk is probably 2 feet deep by 6 feet long. So if that gives you just some perspective of size, it's got, as you would expect, it's got tray ceilings with lovely lighting. This has a double crown molding and just a really fantastic setting. These office doors are see-through glass and 8 foot as you would imagine. And so still life can be happening around and about, but still give you privacy for work or phone calls or things like that. From there, directly across, we come into this living room space. Again, similar to the den space, just very well laid out. Coffered ceilings, double crown molding, this large, deep, beautiful crown. That's like a 7-inch crown, so it's really, really pretty. And then again, the wainscoting that kind of flows through the home. Just lovely detail. The craftsmanship is very, very nice. This double paned fireplace also pushes through to the dining room, which is on the opposite side of that wall. But from the edge here across this room, it's probably also 10 feet to the fireplace. And then from the front window, and obviously these are all impact glass, from that front window across the room, over the top of the couch into that wall there. That's again 14 feet, maybe 15 feet, somewhere in that range. So just, again, lovely, with some really beautiful fixtures and fittings. The curtains are gone, but all the fixtures have remained. I believe these look like Anderson windows just by those cranks. They seem to resonate that I've seen those before. But again, just really nice quality craftsmanship, beautifully rounded corners, beveled nicely, just very clean, but also lends to kind of a coastal look and coastal feel in this big space. So this is the dining room. Again, the dining room is probably 14 or 15 feet long and probably matches that 10 or 11 feet across this way. So as you can see, that's a 8-spot table. There's room for a larger table by all means, because the space from the edge of the table to the window there is easily 5.5 feet. So you have much greater room should you want it. And then if you have a big china cabinet or some larger piece of furniture, that's a great wall and a great position to be able to put that. All right. So we will pass through here and we will go into the kitchen. The kitchen's accessible both from the dining room and then around through the family room. So this is the butler's pantry, complete with a wine fridge, wet bar, and a dishwasher there. Just great storage for glass and overflow of things for your guests and hosting parties and what have you. And then here's the walk-in pantry. The walk-in pantry is 12 feet deep by 6.5 feet wide. Solid shelving collected, nice and light and bright. One of the things I love is this tall baseboard. So that's 10 inches and it's throughout the house, and it's really pretty, clean, simple, but just a nice touch. All right, and then this will flow into the kitchen area. We can't find the remote for the shades, so forgive me, it's a tad dark in here, but these shades are down in many of these rooms, and so it's not lending to the brightness that I'd hoped. So forgive me again, but so you have quartz countertops, really beautiful. You have tons of storage, tons of cabinetry, tons of countertop space, double island. So storage is plentiful, to say the very least. So that could be a coffee bar. There's plenty of seating at this island, and then this is all prep and support and overlook for the gas stove, gas double oven. The gas stove there has a flat top component as well. As you can see, the pot filler, and there's marble backsplash. Super clean, very nicely done. Vent-A-Hood, and again, just the craftsmanship just really matches and lends nicely to the flow of the house. Again, plenty of cabinet space, plenty of storage. And this room is, in the listing, it's 22 by 22, which I would tend to believe that sounds appropriate. There's just such a good space, openness, what have you. Obviously, the Sub-Zero refrigerator. And if you wanted to put another secondary refrigerator in that pantry, there's plenty of room and opportunity for that. So this being the heart of the house, flows directly from this kitchen space, countertop double island, over into the family room. So that's a nice big couch with some built-ins for the TV, or surrounding the TV. That TV's framed in, so it's a modern look. If you had a bigger TV, you could pull it forward and improve how that space is used. But again, just big open flow here, very nicely done. This is the eat-in kitchen area. So that table is a 6-foot round table. And again, you could do larger should you need to, because you have easily 4 feet on either side of this table. And it's lovely, just with some windows overlooking the side yard and backyard and what have you. Now, this house is large, 6,500 square feet, and it takes up the majority of the footprint of the yard. So there's not much in the way of grass or play space, but there's lots of local parks and all the things that the kids will get connected to as they get here will lend to their socialization and just interaction with other families and kids. There's plenty of those opportunities within Davis Island and South Tampa, and this school system, whether it's public or private opportunities, really are fantastic. So this is the one downstairs bedroom. They have it set as an office or a homework station or something for kiddos. But again, these 10-foot ceilings, this would be a great, in-law suite, or a great situation for, your older guests that don't want to navigate the stairs to the 5 bedrooms upstairs. You've got a nice sized closet there with the 8-foot double doors. And then they also have a lovely view overlooking the pool deck and the travertine floors out there, and then elongated pool. So It's very nice. This bathroom serves also as the pool bath, obviously tile flooring, and just a nice wide open space. I'm sure you notice how well things seem to flow, all the high polished fixtures throughout both, here in the bathroom, but also throughout the kitchen and other areas. Just really tend to flow very, very nicely throughout. All right. And we'll go outside there in just a little bit. All right. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not give you dimensions of this room. So this room is probably a 15 by 15 squared. So good room, and again, 10-foot ceilings, and the crown flows throughout, and it's really, lovely. Notice the inlay work in the ceiling. It's really pretty. These are hardwood floors, a medium brown, and just flow lovely. The stairs are going to be a little bit darker, but this just flows nicely. All right, more wainscoting and some built-ins. So this is the mudroom, if you will, drop zone for the family as they come home from school, place to hang your backpack, place to store, have things out of the way. They've got tennis rackets and skateboards and things like that. So very nice to have that. So things stay neat and tidy as you roam into the kitchen. This is the under the stairs storage. So there's lots of room. I mean, they have a safe in here, but there's lots of room for some additional things. And then they have the printer station right here. A great hiding place, homework station. Just simple and out of the way. And easy to use and easy to print. And then this leads into the garage. So 2-car garage, or 2-door garage, but then this is a tandem garage, so it's double deep. So you can stack one car behind the other car there. This ceiling is enormous. It's probably 16 or so feet. During the storm, they did have water in here, but notice you're up 6 steps to get into the home. The home did not take on any water. The pool did not take any water, but they did have some water here in the garage. This home was built to handle and manage that. You see these cutouts. The water flowed in, the water flowed right back out. And you are in a flood zone, but it is designed, and the 2020 zoning code and permitting and what have you, all goes to stand up to a storm. So nice, plenty of storage space. You could add racks and shelving and things like that. Okay. Again, for perspective, out of the garage into the mudroom, drop and go. This has a pocket door, so you could close that off if you're entertaining or have guests. Out flowing over into family room and the heart of the house, and is really lovely. Again, for perspective, there's your main entryway with the 22-foot ceiling and foyer. Living room will be to the left. Office will be to the right, or den will be to the right, and then a half bath for your visitors and guests. Really beautiful, beautiful backsplash, floor to ceiling. Just a fun design. Pieces of marble, and that's probably quartz, the white, and it's really, really pretty. And this is probably a 7 by 7 space. All right. Front door. And now we will travel upstairs. Again, these stairs are just a little bit darker than the main floor downstairs, but they blend nicely. And at the top of the stairs, the first room is the theater room. The theater room has all the electrical components, and it is a smart home, so everything in the house is managed by an app. It's called Elan, E-L-A-N. You can feel free to look it up, YouTube it, and what have you. But all these components run the air conditioners and the pool system, and there's cameras throughout the house. I think there's 10 cameras, as I recall. and it also manages the projector and those types of things. So this room is nice and large. It would be a great secondary, family room for the kids, so they could have their space and noise and clutter and things like that, while maintaining the downstairs space clean and orderly, should you choose to use it that way. So again, big double doors. Upstairs, the ceiling's not 10, but it's 9 feet probably, but still very comfortable, very breathable, very spacious. And then this room also offers a half bath. Again, clean, simple, shaker cabinets, herringbone tile floor. Really a wonderful look. And again, nice, clean, simple. You asked me to be aware of, things that weren't seen by the initial video or what have you. And there's a few minor dings or scratches or things like that. Nothing that I saw any major concern about, or would suggest that the house has been lived in hard or taken any abuse, because that's not the case from what I can tell. This is the exercise room. This is not considered a bedroom, and this room is probably 14 by 14 squared. You've got 2 windows, one up front and one to the side, nice and light and bright. And all of this equipment can remain should you choose to keep it. So they've got all kinds of things, little weight set, Peloton. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that's the mirror system. So nice option. Upstairs, it's away from the master, so it's somewhat quiet. Then you have bedroom number 2 with ensuite and a nice walk-in closet. So this walk-in closet is 12 feet long by 4.5 feet wide, and has shelving and has some further optimization that can take place. And this is one of the larger bedrooms. This one's about 15 deep by about 13 wide. Again, nice and tall ceilings, light and bright, airy, spacious, comfortable. That's probably an 8-foot window, 6-foot window. So again, it's very comfortable, very, very clean. Bathroom with a walk-in shower, rimless glass door, shaker cabinets. Just as, again, simple, clean, really lovely. Very nicely done. Laundry room is here. You have the sink. You've got plenty of folding place. You've got a place to hang clothes coming out of the dryer. Plenty of cabinets and storage for supplies and what have you. And then again, perspective. We came up the stairs. Theater room is there to the left. And we'll continue down. There's a bedroom here. So this bedroom, also pretty good size, and additionally with ensuite. Closet's a little smaller in this one, but this room's a little more long than it is deep. So this room across there is probably 15 feet, and it's probably 10 feet deep from where I'm standing across the floor there. All right, and then it goes into bathroom. And the bathrooms have so many similarities, but something a little unique to each one of them. I outlined the herringbone flooring in the last one, and then this one has a kind of octagon flooring, but still marble and clean, and so it blends and blends and jives nicely, but just a touch of uniqueness, touch of difference. And again, you walk out and you see that wainscoting that they've kind of traced through the house, and it's really very nicely done. Just a super, super nice touch, and it's super clean. There's one little ding, show up right there, pretty minor, and I've seen 2 or 3 of those throughout the whole house. And again, pretty minor in the grand scheme of things, and it may just be something that's an easy cleanup, but don't know. So through the initial entry, I showed the overlook. So this is the reverse of that, and this space could be seating. It could have a desk. The home is staged here, so the furniture is not specific to this house. So that might not be the way to go with that table there in the long term, but that's what they have there for now. So now we enter the master bedroom. I just walked past the closet, so there's 2 closets here, his and hers. So we'll hit that on the way out, but a nice big space. Beautiful inlay work in the ceiling. So this room is about 22 or 23 feet, probably squared. So very comfortable. Notice the love seat against the wall between the windows. Notice the bench. That bench is 2.5 feet wide, and then a full-size king bed. So you do have plenty of room for this space. There's room for more furniture there should you want it, if you had another dresser or something. And then you have 3 windows, so again, plenty of light. Again, we could not find the remote control, but this overlooks the pool and overlooks the neighbors. And again, this has some good perspective of the lot being fully used. So that's turf around those travertine tiles. And so there's just a little area to hang out and be in the sunshine and what have you. But the setbacks were used completely in the back and side yards to be able to meet the footprint need of the home. And that's pretty consistent here for South Tampa, Davis Island as a whole. So now we enter the master ensuite, and beautiful. Dual shower, obviously rain heads for both, plus in-wall shower, and over the top water. This is also a marble tile. They match the tile in the floor in the bathroom to the tile in the walls in the bathroom, and then kind of maintain this wainscoting throughout. You've got a soaker tub and just a big, very comfortable space. This is probably 10 feet wide from cabinet to cabinet, and from me to the closet door there is 13, 14 feet, somewhere in there. Again, blinds not working, but still light and bright and comfortable in here. Framed in mirrors. You've got the makeup desk there with plenty of cabinets and storage and drawers that most women enjoy and appreciate. And then you have her closet just here. And this is a nice large closet. This is probably 16 feet across the floor from me to that wall, and then it's probably 8 feet wide with all the built-in functions and facets. This dresser here additionally, so it just allows for a lot of storage and usage, and it's double-sided, and you've got lights. You could put a chandelier in here should you want to. So again, very comfortable, and obviously this is the hers closet, as it's just adjacent to the hers vanity. His vanity opposing. Again, lots of drawers, lots of storage cabinets underneath. Then you have the water closet at the end. All right. And that's a Toto with a bidet fitting. And then the closet door here is just a linen closet, simple, clean. But again, lovely space, well laid out. You've got speaker system there. You have light outlet there if you wanted to put a chandelier hanging over the tub. That's available. Again, very lovely, clean master bedroom. Good use of space, lots of floor space here. And then we'll go to his closet. And his is a little tighter in space, but still plenty of space, plenty of room, plenty of hanging space. You could put a small chest of drawers there if you wanted to, and just keep it neat and orderly. So you got some drawers there, shoes storage, so neat, clean, done. And again, the master bedroom is really straight off from that front window, which then overlooks the front door. This is a big wide space. This is 10 feet or so, maybe 8, but still wide space. So there's room for a large piece of furniture there if you felt the need or had a piece that that you wanted to make great use of. And then this wing, this is linen closet as well. And then you have two bedrooms here. Both share a Jack and Jill bathroom here. So this room is about 14 by 13. So again, you have good size, decent size. This overlooks the front of the house. And again, you have that big, grandfather oak tree out front. And then the perspective with the circle drive. You do have a little bit of grass out front. This one has a smaller walk-in closet, but still a walk-in at that, and nicely done, and it matches the walk-in of the next one. And then you go into the his and her vanity here. And again, as I mentioned, things are so similar, but each bathroom just has enough of a change to make them unique and specific. So, and then this room is the smallest of all of them. Still fine size. This is probably a 13 by 13. So there's plenty of room for a bed there against that wall, or a bed centered on this wall. And then you have a small walk-in here. You're probably 6 feet by 4.5 feet, just to optimize that space. They use this, it looked like, as a secondary office, which it would be a good opportunity for, but you with your family size probably would want to put all the kids up here, so that works well for that as well. So it's, as I mentioned, the home seems to be very well kept and cared for. It looks like they made a few touch-ups just to prepare the home for market. It's currently vacant, but lovely, and I don't think nothing that I see has any red flags of standout needs. And then they recently took a $500,000 price change. So again, it being vacant, it's could be quick and easy should that work for you. But now we've come outside to the pool area, and again, you back up to newer homes similar to this one. This one overtook a small home that had been here for since the 20s, 30s, 40s, something like that, and they made a masterpiece here. So this back deck runs the entire length of the house, so it's about 45 feet. You have this outdoor kitchen, stainless, Vent-A-Hood. You have water here, and it runs all the way across, and that door at the opposite end is the door that's into the eat-in kitchen area. All right. Notice the beautiful tongue and groove, the kind of pine whitewash tongue and groove that they've done. It matches and enhances this travertine here. So that's a big table. That table's probably 9 feet long. And so if that gives you some perspective of the space, you've got nice big bold columns, and then a fun kind of coastal design in the aluminum railings. And then it overlooks directly into the pool and spa. So that spa is probably a 10-person spa. There's plenty of room there. Great spot for your little ones as they're, gaining comfortability swimming and understanding this environment. And then the pool runs from the edge of the spa there across. It's to the stairs is probably 25 feet. And then you have the sun shelf, complete with the chaise chairs and this tall pool cage. So from the ground level to the pool cage is probably 20 feet. And then you have a little bit of turf off to the side, but not much. They've done a marvelous job creating privacy with the bamboo around and the evergreens to the sides, which just allow you to enjoy this space without people looking in on your enjoyment and on your privacy. This again is common for this area. The footprints, you can see the house just directly there, how close it is to their property line. So it's just the nature of being in South Tampa. This is on 1/4 acre. And again, this 6,500 square foot home just has a pretty massive footprint for this lot. It's a great area out here. Again, just privacy and be a good space for like a fire pit, or just sit out and gather, smoke a cigar if that's in your wheelhouse. It's a little bit in mine, so but that's the perspective. You got about 6 to 7 feet from the side of the house to the fence line. 2 tankless hot water heaters here, And this turf just makes it so easy to clean. It just stays green and vibrant and clean and lovely all the while. You're probably saying to yourself, it's nice not to hear your voice, Scott. You're awfully chatty. It's true. Here's the generator. The generator runs the whole house. So when the storms came and knocked out power to the area, the home did not lose power. And it's run off of natural gas. And that is also what runs the tankless hot water heaters. And then the kitchen is also, the cooktop is also natural gas. So just clean and easy and pretty simple. The 3 air conditioners are there. Again, those did not get touched by stormwater. So they're in pretty good shape, I would imagine. And also 2020. So it's been a lovely house. I would say that there's nothing major that I had any concerns about or questions about. There's one minor crack above the door in the guest bedroom. And then there's a couple of like wall dings where furniture had dinged a wall moving in, moving out, I don't know. But otherwise, and obviously I don't know, a home inspection would test all the appliances and roof and all those things. But just from my simple looking at how the house is maintained and how it was lived in, I think it's in great shape. I think it's a quality house. I think it's one of the nicer homes that I've seen in the area, and I've been in dozens here in Davis Island over the years. And so I hope this is helpful, and whatever questions you have, please let me know. Talk to you soon.